I don't even know where to begin because it's not like I start a new collection and I say, this is the image, like a lot of designers do. Like, this is the image and this is the narrative and this is the inspiration. I feel like this is an ongoing narrative to me. And it's more about the feeling of the Oula company and what I want it to be. There's Tokyo, there's Tanzania, there's Guatemala. There's places I've been, places I want to go to, shows that I've seen, shows that I've worked on. My name is Erika Dalya Massaquoi, and I'm founder and CEO of the Oula company based here in Seattle, Washington. We're a local company that imports textiles from emergent markets, so we mix global and local style with a modern sensibility. Before I came to Seattle, I was the assistant dean of the School of Art and Design at the Fashion Institute of Technology. And before that, I studied fashion and been a fashion lover, I think, for all my life. I pull from contemporary art and African art, as well as a lot of new media. But I'm also looking at photography and fine art, interior design. But at the end of the day, I'm African American and I have a hybrid sensibility. The way that I wear wax cloth is going to be very different from the way my mother-in-law or even my sister-in-laws wear it. You know, I was born and raised in Miami. So my sensibility is blended and informed by my culture that I grew up in. I grew up in an Orthodox African-American Muslim household. My great-grandmother is from the South Carolina Sea Islands, and I'm a Geechee girl, so I'm interested in the way they have used quilting and textiles in their history. The name Oula is a derivation of my great-great-grandmother's name. Her name was Lula. You know, and it means will and determination. And I think as an entrepreneur, you have to be really, really resilient and extremely disciplined. I've always been committed to social responsibility. That's always been something that's important to me. For years, I taught art as a catalyst for economic development and art as a catalyst for public policy and teaching about how to create a green world, you know, how to source responsibly to the best of your ability, how to produce locally instead of producing offshore. We have so much textile left over when we produce clothing. So now we're making clutches to upcycle, and we're making napkins and quilts. I'm always thinking about larger socio-cultural issues and how to be a more responsible global citizen in my life and in my business. So we have a foundation within the Oula company. So we give back to women's entrepreneurship, art and design education, and health initiatives for both women and children. I would say fashion was my first love. A lot of what Saint Laurent was doing really came to my attention, I would say, when I was a teenager. You know, it's around that time where, for me, I really began getting into fashion. I remember it like it was yesterday. It was like I was in the 5th or 6th grade, and I was like, oh, there's this thing called fashion, and I'm one of these people. Yves was very shy, and I was a very shy child. This show is an opportunity to be inside the mind of one of the greatest artists and fashion designers of our time. I feel like fashion is the main way that you are able to communicate to the world who you are. If you wake up and, you know, like what I'm wearing today, I'm wearing like a caftan, you know what I mean, and flip-flops. It's saying who I am to the world. You know, the choice of a red lipstick or a dangly earring. It's saying that, you know, I take care in who I am. And more than that, I'm a creative and I want everybody to know and feel that. So I think fashion is democratic in that way. And that's nothing new. It's ever since man decided that they wanted to cover themselves, there's been fashion. And even before that, there was accessories.